Another dream about him.
Mic test 1 2 1 2. Mic test 1 2 1 2. All right, mic test is complete. You guys can hear. Welcome Bear to the stream. Welcome Roxy to the stream. He's doing well. We got two other dogs over here. They're closer to the camera though, so you guys won't be able to see them until they start moving around. But it's a pretty chill day today. Happy Sunday to everybody who made it all the way to the end of the week. Congratulations. You had another successful run. Hope you managed to take some time, pat yourself on the back, celebrate just a little bit, maybe go outside. I know I have. Yeah, last week, if you guys are new to the stream, last week, my name is IzzyDGamer, by the way. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday normally. Today is an impromptu stream. Not really expecting too many people to come through today. I don't normally stream on Sundays. I actually meant to stream yesterday, but you know, it was impromptu, like I said, so I couldn't really manage to get the time necessary to actually sit down and stream. Had a lot of stuff to do. Actually got some stuff to do today too. Got to go out and visit some more dogs or dog parents, you know, let them sort of get a feel for me and my girlfriend, and see if they want to book with us. Anyway, on the gaming side of things, man, there's been some extreme headway, some announcements I never expected to happen, all at this event that happened in Anaheim just yesterday. It's bleeding edge, I should say, in D23. So we've got a ton of announcements. We've got Kingdom Hearts announcements, which is really the highlight of this stream. That's the whole reason we're live today. Kingdom Hearts 4. So we're gonna be checking that out. But we also got some other announcements for like, I think there's like a Lego Mandalorian. There's some Avengers Doomsday news out there. Some Ahsoka news out there, right? Some Fortnite news out there. Some freaking Wolverine news out there. Stuff has been coming out. So we're going to cover a few of those things today. It's going to be a shorter stream than normal, but one thing we're definitely going to cover is the Kingdom Hearts 4 extended look that they did just yesterday during D23. They had Haley Joel Osment and the voice of Riku. I always forget his name, but we're going to learn it today, that's for sure. I think they recited some of their lines from Kingdom Hearts 2 and just did some celebratory things. We also got a deeper look at the Coco world that they revealed on Friday. And you guys can check my reaction out on that on all social media platforms. I got a reaction out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You guys can check that short out if you want. But yeah, I had a great time checking it out. It definitely excited me, you know, but I had to take it with a grain of salt in the current state the industry's in. I do plan to vote with my wallet, and if they don't add any digital protections, I know a lot of people are asking for physical media to stay. I think that ship has already sailed, and they should, like, people like to wait until it's too late to start fights, or to join fights, I should say. And yeah, if you wanted physical media to stay, you should have been fighting the physical media fight when they started pulling physical media from stores and different things like that. Now that all of that's sort of in place, this whole thing is sort of in motion now, you know? So I do feel like the physical media ground has been lost, or that war at least, and the next battle is for digital protections. And so just make sure that, you know, you're paying attention to that. Right now, there's a small bit of text normally right before you purchase any of your video games from a digital store that says something to the effect of, this is a license, and it says something about it being revocable by the company at their leisure. So they're lending you the item that you're paying $60 for. Keep that in mind, and if you truly want to affect change, I would say fight against that. Anyway, I'm done preaching to you guys. We're going to get into some Kingdom Hearts stuff. One thing that was tracking on Friday that I had heard right before I went to sleep was that Kingdom Hearts has built themselves up to be a billion-dollar franchise. I gotta say, this is always a surprising piece of information to me, because back when I was playing Kingdom Hearts, I felt like the eyeball out. I would tell people about Kingdom Hearts. They'd be like, you play Disney games? You're playing with Goofy and Donald, though? You're such a child. And now, like, I hear people talk about it and such, like, you know, there's like such delight, you know, there's such a joy. It's all positive that I'm hearing, and I gotta say, I'll be feeling wild with that. But yeah, so we'll get into this. This is from IGN. I believe this guy's name is like Max Scoville or something like that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, without further ado, hope you all are doing well. Let's get into it.
Happy Friday, everybody. Max here with your fix. Coming up, Kingdom Hearts is officially a billion-dollar franchise, according to Disney. Netflix shuts down the studio behind Oxenfree, and I'll give you a rundown of some of the biggest games that dropped this week. Let's get into it.
All right.
Compared to the likes of Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars, Kingdom Hearts might seem like one of Disney's deeper-cut properties, but it's doing just fine. The company reports it's one of 9 game franchises to make over $1 billion.
One of 9. That is crazy.
The news comes by way of a blog post on the Walt Disney Company's official site outlining plans to continue to push into the gaming space, noting, quote, the Disney Games Group portfolio spans 9 billion-dollar franchises, including Kingdom Hearts and Marvel Strike Force, more than half of which have emerged in the last 12 years. Kingdom Hearts, of course, has been going strong for more than twice that time, which gives it a bit of an edge, but even so, it does bode well for the franchise's future to hear it mentioned alongside other billion-dollar properties. The Kingdom Hearts series.
I'm glad that they finally woke up and smelled the bacon. I feel like they were never giving Kingdom Hearts the honest
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were only 3 years apart, but it was
Effort
a 14-year wait
that
for
it
Kingdom
deserved.
Hearts 3, and the wait for Kingdom Hearts 4 is at 7 years and counting, but it seems like it'll be out sooner than later. Disney's D23 fan event is currently taking place, and a Kingdom Hearts panel is scheduled to take place tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, and it'll
We're
be
gonna watch
streamed
that
on
next,
Disney
guys.
Plus for anybody not in attendance. The panel is supposedly celebrating the series' 25th
It's being
anniversary.
streamed
It's very
on Disney
possible that
Plus.
something
That's
will be
lame.
revealed about the next game as well. Keep an eye on IGN for all the news coming out of D23, Kingdom Hearts or otherwise. I hear there's a new Avatar ride. Meanwhile, it doesn't sound like Netflix's gaming division is doing quite as hot. The company has closed 2 of its game studios, LA-based Night School, the team behind the Oxenfree games, as well as Helsinki-based Moonloot, which was developing an unannounced life sim. Speaking to GameFile, a Netflix rep stated, quote, "We see an opportunity to be more focused in our
I hope this
execution,
video
so
that
we're
I'm
making
gonna watch is
organizational changes to the business to match these priorities. Games continue
the
to be
full
an
thing,
opportunity
and
for
it's
us
not
to
like
expand the variety of entertainment
some weird
we
version. Now
offer
that I know
Netflix
that they're
members.
streaming on
Night
Disney
School's most
Plus,
recent
we might
project
have
was
some
Unhinged.
issues.
No, that was the title of it. It came out on June 30th, and it's a psychological horror that's played on the TV, but it uses your smartphone as a controller, which also takes in-game calls and messages. It features the voices of Zoe Kravitz and Sadie Sink, and weapons director Zach Krager was also involved, so I'm guessing it wasn't cheap to make, and I'm also guessing it didn't meet whatever convoluted metric is used to determine if something is profitable in a business model that amounts to giving things away for free to people who are already paying for a service. With Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, there is at least the option for non-subscribers to buy the games they want a la carte, but Netflix's original games are frequently locked behind a subscription, so you can't even just buy them if you want to. So maybe that's
terrible.
not ideal for games as a business model. Just a thought. What do I know? In any case,
People don't, you know, they're fighting this battle for us to not own anything. But the jury is out, man. It's like, people want ownership of the things they're purchasing.
An infomercial for GTA 6. I hope that number gets out at some point. I'm dying to read it and probably fall out of my chair. Finally, if you're looking for some games to play this weekend, here is a rundown of some of the notable new releases from this last week. If you want to shoot a bunch of stuff, you've got options. Hell Let Loose Vietnam promises massive, brutal, asymmetrical 50v50 matches set during that particularly hellish conflict that is on Xbox Series.
All right, we're gonna get
PS5
into.
and PC.
We should be getting into the
Speaking of
Kingdom
Hell,
Hearts
No More Room in Hell
content
2 has
next,
been on
and just
PC
seeing
for a
what
while.
they
Where it
had
started out a
to
million years ago as a Half-Life 2 mod.
announce
This week,
during that
you and some
event.
friends can go shoot
I'm
some
hoping it's the
zombies on
full
Xbox
thing. I haven't
Series
seen
and
it.
PS5 as well. If you long for
It
shooting
seemed
low
like
poly
it though.
bad
I
guys
sort of
with low
scrolled
poly guns
through.
like you used to do in GoldenEye 64 and Perfect Dark,
Yeah, I'm just
look no
hoping
further
that
than Agent
we can actually
64
watch
Spies
it.
Never Die, which is very clearly a love letter to that
So,
particular
wish me
era
the
of
best.
gaming, but no need to dust off the N64. That one is on PC for now. Any
If
fans
not,
of
I'm
Mafia
just have
the
to
Old
find it
Country
somewhere
who
else.
didn't shoot enough people in the base game, you're in luck because the Man of Honor DLC lets you take the gun and leave the cannoli so you can settle a few more scores. Bon appetit!
Yeah,
or
the
I
Mafia,
guess
Old
Manja.
Country, Man
Finally,
of
if you prefer
Honor.
to shoot some
Hope
people
it's
in a
fun.
leisurely turn-based tactical
I didn't play
fashion,
the
War
Old
Hounds is an
Country,
XCOM
but I
light
watched
ragtag
somebody play it, and I
badass
sort of felt
not
like
to be confused
it
with
looked
War
amazing,
Dogs,
but
which
the
is a
gameplay
large-scale
felt a
multiplayer
little
FPS that's hitting early access next
generic
month.
and
In any
cheap.
case,
You know
those
what I
games
mean?
both are or will be on
Something
PC
about
for
like
now.
the feel of
If
a
you like
game that's
sword stuff and
super
gun
important.
stuff,
It's
you
probably
also have
more
some
important
options.
than the look
Lord
of the
the Rings
game.
War in the North got a surprise remastered Legacy Edition. This game dropped in 2011, and if you're wondering why you never heard of it, it's possible that's because it was released the same week as Skyrim. Well, now it's getting a new lease on life on current-gen PC and Switch One, but unfortunately, it still managed to release against an Elder Scrolls game yet again. The Switch 2 version of the Oblivion remaster dropped this week as well. If you want a remaster of something even more elderly than those Elder Scrolls, there's Defender of the Crown: The Legend Returns. I would have totally played this when it first came out, but I was too busy being illiterate and myself because I was a baby. That's how old this game is. But the remaster gives it a nice
Dang,
modern
they remastered
overhaul,
the whole
adds a brand
thing.
new roguelike
Fudge, it
and
looks
still
good.
preserves that classic 1980s
Well,
version for the purists. That one's
I
on
felt like
Xbox
the older
Series,
version of that
PS5,
last shot
Switch,
was
and
probably
PC.
better.
If you prefer ball stuff to gun and sword stuff, you can play the very serious American football game Madden NFL 27, which is on current-gen PC and has a mobile arcade version. But if you want to play something infinitely weirder, there is Pro Jank Footy, which is partially weird because it's about Australian rules football, something I understand even less than American or international rules football. But mostly it's weird because it's a totally bonkers roguelike that introduces ridiculous modifiers like players not having arms, or the ball knocking out anybody who tries to catch it, or or just spawning a third team on the field mid-match. It's like NFL Blitz by way of smiling
I
friends.
love
So
this.
if you want to make your friends smile,
Let's
have them
get
over,
back
get blitzed, and
to
throw this on. That
football
was on current gen
games,
and PC.
basketball games
Finally,
that
elsewhere in the
are
indie space,
video
there's
games,
Stoneworks,
very
a
over the
rock-centric
top,
co-op defense
very much
roguelike,
like
and
not
Verde,
what's
a
allowed
clan-centric cozy
in
city builder. Both of
normal
those are on
sports. I
PC.
really
If
want
you wanna
like
play
a
some games that
NBA
didn't come out
Street
this
to
week,
come
but which
back,
are still very
or
good, you should head over to IGN's sister site Humble
Street
and check
Volume
out this month's
Volume
Humble
1,
Choice Bundle.
Volume
It
2. I
features a
mean,
curated bundle of
I guess
PC
it would
titles,
be.
including Like a Dragon, Infinite
Or
Wealth,
Volume 3.
TMNT
I don't know.
Shredder's Revenge,
I don't know
and
how many
Dead
are out.
Cells, just to name a few. And every purchase helps support Oceana, a non-profit dedicated to ocean conservation. Who doesn't love ocean
Don't sleep on the
conservation?
humble
Save those
bundles,
fishes
y'all.
and octopi
Like
and
if you're just
cephalopods
looking for
and
random games to
sea
play, I
anemones
feel
or
like the
whatever.
humble
Anyway,
bundle
that's
is
all
the
for
way to
me.
go. You're
Thank you for
saving a lot of
watching. As
money.
always, have a great weekend and go
For
play
sure.
some video games. See you next time.
All right, here it goes. Here it goes. I wish I could hide the chat. That's annoying. It just cuts off half the stream, and it's, what if you don't want to watch chat replay? There we go. Okay, I guess we're gonna get into the Kingdom Hearts deep dive. I'm hoping that it's the full live show without somebody's commentary over it, but you know, I don't know how you would manage that without getting copywritten. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just skip the waiting period. Okay. SG, I appreciate you. Whoever SG is, give them a subscription if this manages to play all the way through. Ooh. Just gonna skip ahead. Is that like that's the beauty about watching things not live. We don't have to wait. Bro. All right, let's do it. Here we go. So, from my understanding, we're getting a deeper look into the Coco world, and then I don't know what happens after that. So, let's check it out.
Hi, everybody. King Mickey here. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, they went all out, all the frick out.
Some of my friends and fellow Keyblade wielders. And now, please welcome.
I like
your host
Mickey's
and
voice. I
guiding
do.
key,
Whoever's
Cleo
playing it right now.
Thomas.
Cleo Thomas. I don't know how he became the designated Kingdom Hearts guy. He definitely has been on social media claiming it though. He's got like 45 different Keyblades. He's got a Holes Keyblade from the Holes movie. Like I'm like, hey bro, go ahead get it. And look, he got an Aladdin jacket on, bro. I'm not mad at it, you know. It's got good taste. Let's just say that.
From the Disney film Holes.
This Hole's gonna be in Kingdom Hearts.
And not too long before that, I saw this commercial that combined two things I absolutely loved. Video games like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and Disney characters. And I couldn't wait to get this game. Me and my brother, we begged our parents. They took us to get the game. We're driving home, we get in our driveway, we run into our house, we run into our room, we take the game out of the case, we put the game in the console, and You know, nothing's ever really the same after you hear Otada Hikaru sing Simple and Clean for the very first time, is it? Today is one of those pinch me because I can't believe it's happening kind of days. I get to be here live at D23, celebrating almost 25 years of Kingdom Hearts with fellow fans from all over the globe. So make some noise for yourselves.
Okay.
We have an amazing panel planned for y'all. We ready to kick this thing off? Are we ready to kick this thing off?
I'll be less I'm less interested to hear what the hosts have to say. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And that's one thing you guys can always count on, is just me keeping it honest where I sort of stand on things. Yeah, I'd sort of be like,
thank you so much for having us from all the way from Tokyo, and so happy to be here today.
okay, girl.
Beautiful. Next, please join me in welcoming to the stage co-director of Kingdom Hearts 4, Tai Yasue.
Hello, everyone. Hello, D23. This is amazing, crazy. 2 days ago, I was literally in Japan making our video game. Now I'm here. It's very exciting. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about Kingdom Hearts.
My goodness, they said, bro, we are not being embarrassed anymore. They speak perfect
finally,
English. You understand me?
Special guests. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage the creator of Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura.
Tetsuya Nomura. There we go. Let's ask the questions. I hope let's ask the hard questions. Look, my man he's in his retirement. Get up. You hear me? I love Tetsuya. Hey, I just saw somebody hold up the Riku Keyblade.
ちょっと重い腰を上げてですね、数年ぶりに、ここ、やってきました。昨日実は来たんです。ただサプライズってことでずっと隠れとけってことで、やっとこれで自由にうろうろできるなと。ただ明日帰ります。
Yeah, they're like, what the heck is he speaking? I just turned on the translator.
Inviting me today. It's been several years, but I finally managed to get myself out here.
Or the closed caption, sorry, it's not the
translator.
translator.
Out of sight because my appearance was supposed to be a surprise, but now that I'm finally here, you can say that I'm finally free.
Yeah. Mad respect to the creator always, hopefully.
That said, I will be heading home tomorrow, so although my stays are a short one, I'm looking forward to having a great time with all of you. Thank you very much.
Let's take a seat. Everyone take a seat. Let's take a seat, man. We got so much to talk about. And I know fans here, they want to hear so much more from you three about Kingdom Hearts 4. But I would like to go back from where this all began, man. Going back in time for a moment. When the idea of Kingdom Hearts first came up, were there any Disney franchises that the team knew had to be included, even if they didn't make it into the first game? Nomura-san? Why don't we start with you?
So I have to put on my glasses for a moment.
すみません。まあキングダムハーツの企画が立ち上がった当初はあれですね。まずはナイトメアビフォークリスマスですね。
Me personally, I don't know. I like seeing the behind the scenes stuff. I definitely like hearing from the creatives, where they're coming from, where their mindsets are, or at least were in development of the project. So this is all great stuff to me.
While we obviously plan to, feature classic style animated films, I really wanted to, throw in something that was going to be a little unexpected.
でその後もですねナンバリングには必ずこう意外性のあるタイトルっていうのをチョイスしていて、ライブアクションと、そういったワールドは一つは必ず組み込むようにしています。
And then since then, I've tried to make it a point to make sure that each mainline title includes at least one unexpected world, such as those based on live action films.
I like Pirates of the Caribbean, Kingdom Hearts 2. My girl, man, I cannot wait. We got the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough about to come out soon, y'all. So
but
Be on the
also
lookout on the
because it
YouTube
allowed
channel.
us to showcase the latest graphics technology at the time with the expression of moving water. And you know, sometimes our picks don't immediately get realized until there's the right fit with the story or technology or other elements. But it's always really rewarding when it finally happens.
Yeah, for sure. Pirates of the Caribbean, the upgrade on Pirates of the Caribbean between games.
Right, but then I think of The Little Mermaid, and I feel like for every video game, you kind of have to always have a water.
You heard?
And what perfect one than The Little Mermaid?
You heard?
What is the process of selecting Disney worlds? And once that world has been chosen, what is the creative process for bringing them to the game? Ty?
Yeah, so I guess when we plan a world, one of the first questions we ask ourselves is what sort of game experience we want the players to have, because games are an interactive medium. So that's something we really focus on. Another thing is we really want to pack a wide variety of worlds.
Don't spoil it. I hope they never spoil it. But
and so for
I would love a Star Wars world in Kingdom Hearts. And specifically Clone Wars. Put Clone Wars in Kingdom Hearts. Do it. We need to team up with Ahsoka. Team up with Ahsoka, and I would. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna start up after this, but I'm just saying, I like this idea. I feel like would be super cool. But you would have to use the Clone Wars art style, or like the sort of animated television series art style, like the Bad Batch, you know, all that stuff.
And having unique gameplay, I think that's really important for us.
You know, and then of course you'd make Sora a Jedi. He's just got his heart is too pure to not to be anything else. And you would essentially have him team up with Ahsoka and stop Anakin from turning to the dark side. Now, what I personally think would be super cool for Kingdom Hearts is to make the whole story a what if situation, and like if they ever revisit, it would be a whole trilogy of its own, a what if situation though, where
we think about what world in which
you actually stop Anakin from becoming Darth Vader, and maybe there's a new big bad, or maybe like Admiral Thrawn, you know, or somebody within the lore of Star Wars winds up taking his place, maybe Darth Maul or something, and then that's like the big bad you actually have to face off against in this story, you know, him and Palpatine, you know, and all that stuff. That would be freaking epic, but I don't know if Disney would ever let somebody like Square Enix get an exclusive story like that.
And then
Just
whenever,
saying,
I do have
in a
chance
perfect
to
world.
decide that we absolutely need to include a certain world, I generally think about how well it synergizes with the overall, main story progression with Sora. And when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4, when I thought about a lot of the themes, we felt that Coco would be, the best world that really would help achieve that goal.
Yeah, I think Coco was a great choice. Coco's a great idea. Coco is a safe idea for sure, and but it's something I'm excited to explore.
Was referencing, and I heard Nomura-san that trailer was actually supposed to be played during this panel. So, is it okay if we show it again?
Can be like, I got something longer for you, Jim.
まあけどもう昨日でだいたい情報は出尽くしてるんですよ。
So yeah, actually, when it comes to the trailer that was revealed yesterday, we actually already put out all the information that we can as of this moment.
なのですごくなんか特別新しいってものはないですけども、実は昨日のトレーラー90秒なんですけども、元のトレーラーは4分の。
They love the build up. Look at them all smiling.
本日は
I would love it too. I'm not gonna lie. Just thinking about, making these big reveals at these events and stuff like that. Something you've been working on forever, and they're just, I just see snickering. Like, oh, bro, you don't even know that. Love it.
So today, I'd love to be able to show everyone the full version.
Okay, so we get a 4-minute trailer this time, which is good. Probably a lot more gameplay. I did see some sort of leaks of like, it was like Mickey gameplay I think I saw, and some Donald and Goofy gameplay.
Run the trailer, let's go!
Let's check it out. I'm super weird with subtitles, I will say. I don't really like to have them on unless I'm playing video games.
Huh? Wait, what happened?
He's been forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear from this world. We call it the final death. Hey, it happens to everyone eventually. Come on, De La Cruzito. You got a contest to win.
So sad. I literally watched Coco on a whim. And man, I was so invested by the time I hit the end of that movie. I was like, why did I wait? There we go. That was a cool intro. Oh yeah, this is definitely different. Organization still out there?
They're asking for Dandelion dispatch.
This is crazy. What? Flying cars? Is it, what the fudge is this city? It's insane. He's in a bus? Sora never goes in buses and cars and stuff. He'd rather run. It's super cool. Like, the modernization of Kingdom Hearts is beautiful and it's perfect for the game. You're supposed to visit all of these worlds and they're supposed to feel distinctly like worlds, and I feel like with the way that we've sort of upgraded our systems, the amount of memory that they use now and things like that, I really feel like they're gonna hit the marks with these worlds. I feel like they were quite almost there with the Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay. So he basically like gets sucked into books and then it becomes Epic Mickey. I'm with it. Oh, this is definitely different. Paper Mickey, basically.
Is this where they always end up?
Every mascot needs a paper edition. Okay. I thought that this was Aladdin's world or the underworld, either Aladdin's world or the underworld from Olympus. But what would be cool is if the worlds are starting to sort of meld back together.
What? Sora, is something wrong?
I don't know. Maybe there's a connection with Okay, because they still get to view different worlds.
Whoa! Here's a surprise. You're looking
Okay.
pretty good for an old coot.
Is that my man's? Is that my man's? Is that Riku? I ain't see Riku yet. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Block it? Nah, the homie. Yeah. Yeah. That's everyone's homie. It's gotta be. Yeah, I hear the crowd already.
Sora.
Good. I'm so glad Riku's gonna be in it.
Let's see.
Wow. Thank you for giving us this amazing look at Kingdom Hearts 4.
I can't believe that was 4 minutes. That was a quick 4 minutes.
I'm so excited to see, what characters and worlds come with this story. The continuation of this saga makes me so curious about the process behind that. Alongside gameplay considerations, how does the team ensure that the Disney characters and worlds feel fresh while still retaining their core identities? Nana?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to come back from all that excitement, but let's dive into it. Yeah? I mean, the most important thing is for the characters to remain true to themselves, and that means whenever they're thrown into a completely new situation, a new environment, like you just saw, that they would always react exactly as they would, because authenticity has always been at the core of what we make, and that goes
And I love
beyond
that. Yeah,
just
I
trying
love.
to retell
I
things
don't
from
like
film,
how
but really goes to
much
the very
they've
essence
dumbed
of
down
those
Sora.
characters.
I will
And
say,
as for the worlds,
like, when Sora
visual
started off,
identity
he
is always
he
key.
seemed a
So
lot like
things
a
the
person,
shaders,
like a person
textures
who
and
was
proportions, they're
inquisitive and trying to figure
intentionally
things
and
out for
generally
himself.
kept different in
You
each
know,
world, so that
and
when
then
Sora
as the
visits new
story
worlds, we
continued,
make
I
sure
think
that
they
base
just
always feels,
turned his
unique and
cheerful
authentic.
attitude
And,
into just
the spirit
complete
of the original
ignorance, which is
films
very
also
much
come
more
alive in
cartoony and
details
less
like the
anime,
rhythm of the
right?
scenes or how the camera is
And I don't
staged,
think
the
that
types
it
of camera
fits with his
cuts,
character.
and those details really add to the
It's a
authenticity
little
as well.
aggravating. It reminds me of Goku, to be
As
honest.
mentioned, this authenticity
It's
is really
interesting
key
that I
for
said
us.
it's
We
less
want
anime,
the
and then I
experience, the
reference an
feeling of
anime
actually playing
or
inside,
manga.
the
But
actual film. And so we
yeah, I
really
do think
strive
that
to recreate the character, each
that's my
detail,
only
each
gripe.
world and story.
Hopefully, he gets,
And there's so much
you
to
know,
love
his
about
hair's
these
down
films,
now.
and we want to be
I don't know.
try to
Maybe
be-
that means
to be
he
true to the core
learned a little
of its
something.
sort of essence.
Grounded
And then
himself
Coco World, for
a little bit.
example, in our trailer we just showed you, we have Sora fighting alongside Miguel and Hector. And as you know,
Okay, we get
Coco is
names.
really a musical. There's a lot of music inside the game, and so we wanted, Miguel to use a guitar and sing while fighting battles, and we want Hector, who is a skeleton, to use his arms and arms, sort of shoot it as an arrow. He's really inventive with that, and he also uses his arm as a nunchuck. And so we really wanted to recreate that sort of essence of their identity. And so they do all this, and they also they actually fight together. Sora with his giant key, Hector with his arms, and Miguel with his guitar. And they also
And I feel like they really
really
handled that well with Kingdom Hearts 3.
that sort of thing.
The idea that you don't have to select party members anymore. It's just like, if you visit a world, these people will be on your team. I would love for them to revisit the world of Big Hero 6. And like, you have all the heroes on your team, and that maybe not just 2, but like all of them. I don't remember their names, but yeah.
スタジオ側からの要請があればオリジナルの内容に変えたりとかっていうことはしてます。
So yeah, we generally try to stay faithful to the original Disney story, so we don't make major changes or reinterpretations. That said, if we do receive like a request from the studio, we might make changes accordingly.
Big Hero, I was about to say Big Hero 6 was drastically changed. That was like more like a continuation of the story, and not really like like a retelling of the original.
So we look for ways to highlight, the character personalities through more of the game's original elements, like the tone of Sora's interactions and the gameplay itself.
Yeah, okay, so basically he's saying like, we're not going to change the story at all. We're,
やっぱりそのキングダムハーツならではの醍醐味だと思うので、それが一番重視して、作っています。はい。
And so
Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Players get to experience firsthand through Sora, I think is what I consider to be the essence of Kingdom Hearts, and that's something that I hold to be very important here as we develop the games.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's one thing to love original Disney characters. It was a whole thing to see Cloud and Sephiroth in a game with Disney characters. Does everyone remember the first time they saw Sephiroth? Blew my mind. Blew my mind, man. Was there a particular Disney world or character that you three had the most fun creating and breathing new life into?
So yeah, I guess I enjoy all our worlds, and I enjoy introducing new gameplay ideas for all of them. But right now, one of the most exciting areas for me personally on Kingdom Hearts 4 is the world of Skylight Kylan. So you get to finally play with Mickey. So that's very big for us.
Yeah.
So in this world, you get to play with Mickey, and you jump into a book. And this is like a paper world. And so Mickey, in this paper sort of world, recreates sort of origami paper copies of himself. and you could create like paper thin Mickeys, giant Mickeys, tiny Mickeys, and box Mickeys. And when you're a paper thin Mickey, you go through the cracks in the walls, for example. If you throw him, he becomes an airplane, and paper airplane, you fly around. So there's a lot of new ideas to that. And by utilizing these special abilities of these copies of origami Mickeys, you could solve puzzles. It's sort of a puzzle-based game design that's very different from Sora's adventure. And I think it's really refreshing and interesting. I think you'll enjoy it all. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, no, that's really awesome. Looking forward to playing that. And you know, I agree with Ty that all the worlds are always genuinely fun to work with for different reasons. But if I had to choose, with Toy Story in the past, we were able to work with storytellers at both, you know, Square Enix and also Pixar to come up with a completely original story that took place after the events of the first film. And so it was really exciting for us to be able to offer a completely new experience to fans instead of just tracing an existing storyline. And of course, you know, the classic worlds are always really fun to keep alive, like Hercules, for example, or Hunchback of Notre Dame. Those are always timeless stories and characters that fans really love. And so being able to keep them relevant many years after their first cinematic appearance is always
that, guys.
really
I'm back.
special to us.
Appreciate the patience. I was still listening to their answers.
マレフィセントとかハデスとかのヴィラン系のキャラクターは結構新しい魅力が含められたかなと思っています。
So I think we've been able to bring out a lot of new charm for the villain side, like, you know, Maleficent and Hades.
彼女たち原作なぞる以上にキングダムハーツのオリジナル要素にも登場してきていますが、動かすのが毎回とても楽しいキャラクターでよく使ってしまいます。
And these characters have appeared extensively in storylines unique to Kingdom Hearts beyond, you know, their just following their original stories, and they're incredibly fun characters to write and work with, so we end up utilizing them a lot.
今回ちょっとトレーラーにも出てきましたけど、キングダムハーツ4でもですね、ハデスとドナルド・グーフィーとの掛け合いがちょっと面白く描けてると思いますし、
I take up her college. She was going
マレフィセ
free.
ントもとても重要な役割を担って、登場しますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
And, you know, as shown a little bit in the trailer just now, I do feel as though we were able to create some especially entertaining interactions between, for example, Donald and Goofy and Hades, and Maleficent.
Okay, so it looks. I'm just gonna pause it there because I was gone for a second, and I didn't really address some of the things that they said, but I was listening. So they had mentioned sort of what I was talking about before with the sort of changes that they made with some of the worlds of Kingdom Hearts 3. And I felt like that was definitely enjoyable. I definitely wish that they would lean more in the direction of telling their own stories, or at least like telling a story along the lines of what we've experienced in the movies, but it's just a little bit different because Sora's there, and I think that should change the trajectory of the story. I think without it changing the story at all, it sort of makes it feel inconsequential. But you know, Sora isn't just a passive sort of guy. He's like, if he sees wrongdoing, if he sees something is not good, he's going to say something about it. He's going to try and do something about it majority of the time, even if it's going to harm him in some way. He'll sort of like, you know, absorb the blow for, you know, whoever's in the way. And so in that, knowing that, I feel like, you know, if he was to be in a situation like Clone Wars, or if he was to be in a situation maybe like Tangled with Mother Gothel and stuff like that, he would definitely intervene. I guess like the only way he wouldn't is if he didn't know, if he was dealing with other things in the world before bumping into, you know, the main character. But, you know, I feel like that works for some stories, but it sort of gets old, you know, it sort of gets old. Anyway, another thing they mentioned was the thing that I saw, like you you actually being able to play as Mickey and Donald and Goofy.
Also plays a very
I don't think they
important
mentioned
role in
Donald
the
and
story,
Goofy
so
yet,
I hope
but
you look forward to her.
Yeah, yeah. Any Maleficent fans? Yeah, yeah. I love that you each have a different feeling for every world and every character. For me, Agrabah was so cool to see because Aladdin is my all-time favorite movie. So to see it in Kingdom Hearts, dream come true.
yeah, I felt a similar way. I actually am not happy with the way they did Agrabah,
these unique worlds like the
but
Mysterious Tower and Disney Town, which
I'm
are
glad it was in
directly
there. I'm glad it was
represented in
included.
film.
I like Aladdin
I guess,
as a companion.
Disney Town wasn't based on a specific film, but it was built around the feeling of Disneyland and Toontown. We really love Disneyland a lot, so yeah, so really wanted to capture the sense of excitement and celebration. There's a lot of festivities there, and we really wanted to re-experience that in the things of the park. So that really.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't believe this. But I feel like that's a Disney obligation, and they're, because Kingdom Hearts is big, I know Disney's hand is, is extending more and more through Kingdom Hearts, right? And that's why, they stream this on Disney Plus. Instead of just, streaming it to Twitch or streaming it to their own Square Enix platform. And the reason is because, as Kingdom Hearts gets bigger and bigger, Disney's going to want to put their hands in more and more in order to reach that consumer base in different avenues and promote to them. One of those things is the amusement parks. And what did they do, like the Disneyland or Toontown in Birth by Sleep, I believe? Or was that Birth by Sleep, or was that Dream Drop Distance? It was one of them, but it might have been Dream Drop Distance. So they did that town, and then another thing they did is in Kingdom Hearts 3, they did the park ride experience, right? Those little park ride special abilities that sort of replaced your gorgeous ultimate sort of special abilities, sort of like how you would use like the glacial drive finisher in Birth by Sleep and these different finishers throughout the other games. Instead, you have these sort of like amusement park moves, and you would fill up the gauge and use those moves. I guess it's not instead of, but I don't know. I feel like it kind of is, because even though they still had some of those abilities, they were accessed in a different way. And the new sort of I'm bad at explanations, but the new way you would access those special abilities were different. And how the special abilities originally acted, the amusement rides had taken the place of, if that makes sense.
And into all our game mechanics, and we use a lot of desserts. For example, there's a lot of ice cream, sea salt ice cream. Those sundaes with churros in them. I love them. They're very creative. I'm going off script here, but yeah, I love the desserts in Disneyland. Anyways, so that's why we created a festival called the Dream Festival in the game, and that was complete with an ice cream themed mini game, and you get a lot of rewards related to that. We also filled the world with classic Disney characters. We really love the classic characters, and like Horse Collar, and deliberately designed the buildings to have sort of like a curvy, whimsical shape. And our aim was really to capture the bright, lively, humorous, and playful charm of Disneyland, because it's so special.
Yeah, with Disney Town, it really wasn't about just creating a location, right? It was about creating that feeling. And then so, like Ty was talking about, we really encouraged the team to embrace Disney Town as this place of fantasy, with curved lines and whimsical, stylized structures, basically not bound by the rules of a real world. And beyond that, the castle and the homes surrounding, it kind of felt like it was inhabited. So it felt like life continued there even after we were out of the scene. And once this creative direction was established, you know, that the team came up with just an amazing amount of ideas and details to populate and really enrich this world while still maintaining the core identity. And it was really a case where a strong thematic vision really empowered the creativity. It kind of offered a framework for the artist to explore while still sort of maintaining that the experience stays undeniably Disney.
まあモチーフだけがあってですね、その発想を広げて、まあ新しいものを想像するっていうのはなかなか楽しいんですけども、まあさらにこう何かが完全にそれを再現しなきゃいけないっていうものがない分、まあ気も楽だったりします。
So imagining something new based off of, solely a certain type of concept certainly is something that's very fun and enjoyable. And it's also in some ways less daunting because there's no expectation of having to replicate something exactly as it is.
いろんな遊び、こちらがちょっと考えてる新しい仕掛けとかも盛り込みやすかったりですね、シナリオも絡めやすいですから、使い勝手が良くて、利点もすごく多いです。
And also gives us more freedom to incorporate a variety of sort of gimmicks that we were thinking about. And it's also a lot easier to incorporate from a narrative perspective too. So it's a very versatile approach with many advantages.
また構想としてはですね、キングダムハーツ3の段階からあってですね、企画も
Kingdom Hearts 3, that's all I understood.
なかなか実現するのがハードル高かったものがですね、キングダムハーツ4でちょっと進化させて
Kingdom Hearts 4?
登場します
That's another one.
ぜひどんなワールドになるのか、かなりすごい自分たち的にはすごいワールドがありますんで、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
And then when it comes to the overall game design, for Kingdom Hearts 4, there's actually an idea that we had since Kingdom Hearts 3 that we weren't able to realize just because of certain difficulties. But we were able to kind of realize that with this installment. And for us, we think it's a very, very exciting idea. And so I do hope people look forward to it.
Okay. I'm excited to see everything coming, so thank you guys, man, for putting all this work in. One of the most compelling parts about Kingdom Hearts is how it blends Disney worlds and original worlds. Could you walk us through the process of creating original worlds and how you ensured those story elements still had the through line with story elements in the Disney and Pixar worlds?
So when it comes to original worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4, I think one of the biggest examples would be Quadratum, which is inspired by Tokyo. Just like we do with Disney Worlds, we were really committed
Quadratum. Is that what he just said? I thought it was Quadratum this whole time.
We recreated all the city parts. We had our teams walking around Tokyo taking pictures. Because we really wanted all the buildings and lightings, the patterns on the roads, for example, to be exactly like Tokyo. I actually wore a dorky headband and running shoes, and I was running around Tokyo.
These
Everyone thought it
dogs.
was weird.
Darn these dogs.
Because I really wanted to get a feel of the scale and the excitement of Tokyo, and so we really wanted to use that in the game. And I think one of the things we really focused on is we wanted players to be able to move through this fast city in a dynamic fashion because it's a huge sort of city, one of the most massive we've ever created. And that's why we introduced new traversal actions. So for Kingdom Hearts 4, we have a new action where you shoot your keychain, right? And then you could launch yourself on top of
My dogs need to go outside. I can't be mad at them. You know what I mean?
You could twirl around.
Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna have to put everything on pause so that I can let the dogs out. They've been so patient. I can't be mad at them, you know? Just bear with me. I'll be right back.
dreaming. But which parts were the dream?
How will you fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart.
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
Hey, it's a weird beat. I'm just gonna throw that out there. This beat is not working for me. All right, though, guys, we're back. I'm gonna pick up right here. Sorry about that. I had to let the dogs out. There's still one that I left outside. Welcome, Roxy, by the way. She's moved positions, but there's still one that I left outside. They like to sunbathe, so I'm just gonna let her do what she do until she bark. That's how she let me know. We already got a whole system down. So let's see.
Realistically Tokyo, but you can also do all these dynamic actions in an exhilarating way. So yeah, it's very cool.
「シナリオ段階では自分の頭の中に思い描く正解の形があるんですけども、それをどこまで再現するかっていうのはトライアンドエラーをしてやってます。チーム側にアイデアを投げてもらって、もうこうやり取りを続けていって何回も繰り返して まあそれでもどうしても自分の思い描くものと違ってくる部分とか、もしくは譲れない部分っていうのはあるんですけど、まあそれはもう常に話し合って
楽しくね、はい、
そう別に揉めてないですギリギリのどうすればより楽しくなるかっていうのを探り合っている感じです。
So yeah, during the scripting phase, I typically have a vision I consider to be the right answer pictured in my head, but the extent of realizing those visions require constant trial and error. I usually have my team members.
We're back for good, hopefully.
And from there, we have numerous discussions and exchanges, and then in that process, there's certain ideas that I'm not able to. I feel that it's difficult to realize, or certain ideas that I really can't compromise on. And so between the team and I, we're always trying to constantly push ourselves to find that balance.
で、
Just good.
まあ先ほどのココでもそうですけど、まあ今回は特にキングダムハーツ4ではですね、空のまあ状況っていうのが置かれている状況っていうのがこれまでとだいぶ違いますので、まあそのより空の状況に合うテーマのワールドをチョイスしてまあそれを体感してもらうっていうことをまあ心がけてますが、まあ
Just started blinking. All I did was
オリジナルストーリーと一本に通るようには今回から新たに構成担当を置いてですね、やり取りをすごい密にここへ来る直前もずっと密にやってました。はい、すごい厳しいツッコミがいっぱい来ます。
I recognize hi as yes. That's about it.
This applies for Coco as well. That was a world that we chose because we wanted to take into account Sora's current situation, which is very different from the situation or the circumstances that he found himself in the past. And so we try to always pick our worlds based with that kind of theme in mind, and that's really always at the forefront of our approach and thinking. And in order to ensure that the story still feels cohesive and continuous as a whole, I work very, very closely with the story lead within my team. Even before actually I came here today, I was having lots of discussions where he was pointing out all of these things, and so that's just a constant part of the process.
Sweet.
One final question. Why do you think the story of Kingdom Hearts has transcended generations and has continuously grown in popularity over the years? And
because it's a story, it's a true story of light and dark. This will always transcend time.
The 25th anniversary, but honestly, it's really thanks to all of you, fans out there who have really
like if you think about the greatest stories ever told, that's normally the gist of it.
I think one of the reasons why the franchise continues to resonate with new generations.
That's why it continued. That's why it will be timeless. It'll always remain timeless.
Of friendship, loss and hope. These are all themes that everybody can relate to. And really, this fusion of Nomura-san's amazing storytelling and Disney's timeless stories and characters is just truly magical and brings all of these really important themes together. And another thing is the connections that fans share with each other, I think, is really special and just vital in keeping the franchise alive. I think, many of us who have played the first game are now adults and have been sharing the passions and experiences with friends and family. In some cases, their children over the years. And that's precisely the kind of things that ensures that Kingdom Hearts franchise really reaches the next generations. And we're so very grateful for that. ありがとうございます。
Yeah, 25 years. Honestly, I feel a little old, but yeah, probably not supposed to say that. I'm really grateful for all the fans and for keep being with us for all these years, and very thankful for that. It's amazing, I think. And as for Kingdom Hearts 4, I think what I'd like to say is I would like to thank everyone for their patience. At this year's D23, we're finally able to announce a release date for Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm really excited about that as
release
well.
year.
I can confidently say and promise that
or
it will
late
launch
2027.
in 2027.
Cool.
Yeah, and so schedule-wise, development is very smooth. It's not like an 80% thing, 90%, it's a 100% thing. So we'll be there.
Man, unless the freaking studio blows up, that's the only way this will stop.
In the meantime, we have Kingdom Hearts Collection, which lets you...
I appreciate the follow.
And it's
How do you say that? ZY Thor. Appreciate the follow, bro.
Or if you'd like to revisit the journey again.
Welcome to the game circle, man.
I'd
How you
be
doing?
happy if you just jump in, dive in.
Hi. ですね、まあともかくですね、まあもう大体っていうかもう全て皆さんファンの皆さんのおかげでもう皆さんの支えがあってここまで長くシリーズが続いてきました。本当にその感謝の気持ちで自分たち
Yeah, my stream is rough over on Twitch, so I don't know if it's as rough for you, but if so, go ahead and join me over on YouTube. Join me over on Kick. If not, just enjoy the stream. We'll be getting into this Kingdom Hearts 4 deep dive showcase that they did yesterday.
ですね、25周年に関してまあさっきもねいろいろ話してて、あれ今だっけ来年だっけみたいな
話してましたね。
来年で来年なんですけど、そうそこはちょっと。
It's just having fun, man. I love that Tetsuya Nomura. He's really relaxed at these events now. I'm sure he's been to a ton, whether it be in Tokyo or out here in the States. I know he's been to both.
And when it comes to 25th
a lot.
anniversary, this is something that we were discussing earlier just now.
He seems so comfortable and relaxed here, which is great because that's when we get real information about the development process and things like that.
And so what I think about now that we have the 25th anniversary and we're approaching it is, what about the 30th anniversary?
あとその一つというかこれまでシリーズが長く続いたおかげでもありますけど、昨日アニメーションの発表もありまして、何かコメントを
Wonder if there's any Japanese people in the audience or people that speak Japanese. That'd be cool. You get the news a little bit earlier than everybody else.
結構何も言えないんですけど昨日もコメント出しましたが結構がっつり関わってやってますんで、ぜひアニメの方も楽しみに待っていただければなと思います。
And then one part of that feature is actually the animated series that we're able to do. Thanks.
Yeah. Everybody's excited for the anime series.
Making that announcement, I was asked to make a comment, and I thought to myself, I'd love to maybe I could talk about this, maybe I could talk about that, but in the process, I was also told you can't talk about that, you can't talk about this. There's still a lot of things
Ain't that how it goes?
Able to share just yet.
All the time.
But, as kind of mentioned in the comment that I put out, I myself am deeply involved in this project, and so I do hope that everyone looks forward to it.
Yeah, we are. They are. Now I know this isn't like a showcase that they would add something like digital protections, and those types of questions at, but how clutch would it be if my boy Clay Thompson just said, so if we buy the game, do we own it?
これはいい気です絶対めくれない 100%まあそれもあって僕ら明日帰るんでものすごいね思ってる以上にマスター早いんで遅れませんなので27年楽しみに待っていてほしいのとまだまだ今回PR 始まったばっかりなんで4はこれからの情報をまた期待してお待ちください
I like how it seems like he's being considerate.
I wanted to also share, and this is something that I talked about with Ty as well. But we announced that the game is going to be coming late 2027, and I saw online that some people were saying, oh, maybe the actual release date might still get pushed back. I just wanted to set the record straight. That is not happening.
Yeah, amen. I'm excited. I hope the date doesn't
And
say.
so I do hope
You know?
that people do look forward to the game coming in 2027, and all the marketing for the game has only just started, and so I do hope that people also look forward to hearing more news as well.
Beautiful.
Amen.
I want to thank the three of you guys so much for coming up here and sharing all of this with us. Make some noise for our citizens panelists.
For our panelists. Is that what he said? I feel like I missed something.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was crazy. How y'all feeling? Lovely, lovely, man. Well, guess what? Like I mentioned, that was just our first set of panelists here, man. So I'm going to bring out some more friends of mine to expand on some other aspects of the Kingdom Hearts saga. We're going to hear
Okay, we're going to bring out the voice actors
Disney
now.
character voices and Kingdom Hearts voice talent. Please welcome.
Give me a second, guys. It's getting a little choppy in here. You know what I mean? It's getting a little choppy. And I don't like it. 52 seconds, 4:52 minutes, 11 seconds.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was crazy. How y'all feeling? Lovely, lovely, man. Well, guess what? Like I mentioned, that was just our first set of panelists here, man. So I'm going to bring out some more friends of mine.
Okay. I'm guessing this is going to be a Haley Joel
Osment,
Osment,
saga.
Riku.
We're going to hear insights from Disney character voices and Kingdom Hearts voice talent. Please welcome Renee Johnson, a creative director for Disney character voices, Haley Joel Osment, the English voice of Sora, and David Gallagher, the voice of Riku.
We love the voice of Riku, man. Haley Joel Osment too, man. He's been in a lot recently. Jeez. Okay, Gallagher. Gallagher looking good, bro.
So cool. So cool. How's you guys feeling, man? How's D23 for you guys?
Pretty exciting.
And amazing, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, man. Man, this is crazy for me to be on the stage with all of you, man. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. Renee.
Yes.
You wear a few different hats on Kingdom Hearts. You're one of the main voice directors, but you're also the lead English dialogue editor. So you're part of shaping the script through several rounds with Square Enix, Disney, and sometimes the filmmakers. Once you receive the Japanese audio and animation, how do you prepare the script for recording?
Painstakingly so. I go through every line, every reaction in what we call a timing review, which means I sit in my office doing my own really bad versions of the character voices, trying to time them to the Japanese audio, which I'm sure makes everyone who sits around me not entertained. But I want to make sure that not only do we have the timing right, but that we're matching the expressions that these beautiful animators have done. And
It's important. She needs to get hired in other places. You know, she really does.
Square Enix localization
She does good.
doing more than just adapting words. Japanese and English have different rhythms. The pauses are different. So if a Japanese pause feels too long in English, I need to determine if I can shorten it or if we can just talk through it. What's going to serve the material best, serve the characters best? And even small differences in the languages. The Japanese may be able to just say heartless, but we have to say the heartless, which gives these guys an extra syllable to fit into the same animated beat. Or the Japanese may
So
voice
tedious.
a head turn or a smile, which is something that we would leave silent in English. So we have to find something that's going to feel natural in that moment. And I'm so thankful that these two are so great at it.
They are, yeah. Freaking fantastic. Especially Riku, man. You gotta shout him out.
When you adapt these characters for Kingdom Hearts, both as you shape the script and once you're in the booth with the actors?
It starts with knowing the characters inside and out, their perspectives, their vocabularies, their speaking rhythms, and then imagining them in these new situations. Take King Mickey, for example. He is the Mickey we all know and love from all of Mickeydom. He's open-hearted, he's
From all of Mickeydom.
Here he's a leader who is fighting darkness, so naturally he's going to react differently. He's going to say different things, and he's going to say them in a different manner. And then the actors bring their magic to it. The script changes in the room so much because of what these guys bring to it. No matter how well I thought I timed something out.
Hey Thor, how's it going?
Words, we're gonna move
I'm
words,
seeing your comment over on
change them around, and
on Twitch.
That's just to capture all they are bringing because they know these characters so well. And then I want to be open to surprises. I always want to be open to surprises. I can't tell you how many times Jim Cummings has made a Pete line 1,000 times funnier with an improvisation that totally fits the moment, but none of us could have anticipated.
Yeah.
And then with the characters like Sora and Riku, we want to make sure that we're totally capturing the nuance of the Japanese while still delivering a performance that is natural in English. And
it's hard.
Haley, David, so amazing at doing
this.
A lot of my direction, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of my direction to Haley as Sora is just a little goofier, or because it's Sora, a little whinier, right?
A lot of whining.
And for David, for Riku, it's even more serious, a little more angsty. Can I get a little more angst, right? Yeah. So, yeah man. Great.
Renee, you've worked both closely with Haley and David for years, but Haley and David, after doing research, I found this incredible true fact about you guys, that despite playing Sora and Riku for nearly 25 years, you guys have never actually recorded together, ever. Is that right?
It's true, yeah. It's one of the crazy aspects of voice recording. I think in all the voice recording jobs I've ever done, rarely have. I think Hey Arnold was the only time I've ever been in the same room with the other actors. But it's nice because as we jump around recording sections of the game, sometimes it'll be Japanese audio, and then sometimes I'll hear David's voice or somebody else's voice. It's nice to encounter that. Something that just popped into my head is like I technically got to do a scene with Rutger Hauer in one of the previous games, which was a tremendous honor. So it's an interesting aspect.
I don't even know who Rutger Hauer is.
I've actually been looking for Haley for 25 years. I'm glad I finally found him.
Only here at D23, man. Yeah. So the 25 years we looked.
That was a great response.
But Renee, I heard you found something from back in the day that you want to show everyone here.
I did. A colleague of mine who worked a ton on the first two games, his wife made this beautiful scrapbook after Kingdom Hearts 1. So here's a way.
Oh, is it gonna be Haley and then when they were young?
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I forgot the merman me. Hey.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Wow.
Haley, give it up. Haley, question for you, man. What comes to mind when you look at those photos? You know, making the first Kingdom Hearts. For fans who have never seen how the game is recorded, you know, what was the experience like from your side? What do you remember? Were there anything new, surprising about it as the process was going on?
I had done a lot of Disney voiceover jobs before Kingdom Hearts, but taking this on was a completely different animal because I'd never recorded over dialogue in another language. That's our big challenge is as Renee mentioned, getting the right spaces and the right lengths, but also the same meaning.
Nothing much. We're just checking out the Kingdom Hearts 4 deep dive showcase that they did yesterday.
25 years, and now it's like a really
so this is just voice cast right now that they're interviewing and the voiceover. I normally stream twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today's impromptu. It's an unscheduled stream just because of the D23 event that just happened. Appreciate you coming through.
To use about 70% of my natural register, and you have to try and find ways to have variety and expressiveness using a very limited part of like the top part of your voice. Another fun thing is, and you might see this at some point, doing the really young me. The way that the shape has to happen inside my head, it kind of feels like my eyes are popping out of my head when I'm doing it. So that's an interesting part of it too.
Look forward to seeing the BTS on that one. David, what about you, man?
When I think back about recording the very first game, for me it really represents like two really special milestones in my career. So
he's like working with Disney.
One, and the one that I was most excited about, kind of stepping into the role, was the fact that it was the first time I got to contribute to a video game. And like, I've been a gamer my whole life, and you know, I've always worked in film and television, but then I'd come home and I'd play.
Like, oh, live, man, Gallagher, Riku. I'm a fan of both.
So having the opportunity to contribute to a video game, I was all in, no matter what it was. I was ready to come in and
nope, not affiliated. Don't really care about affiliation either. I'm literally just here, just streaming, just having a good time. You know what I mean? I love games. And that's what I try to cover is games. I try to inform people who really don't know, you know, the ins and outs of games. You can check me out on YouTube. Really, if you want to support me, the best way to support is just checking out the YouTube channel, going ahead and dropping a subscription over there. I'm also live on there as well. And yeah, just viewing whatever content interests you. Like if you're more into games, there's gaming content on there, and then there's also like nerd culture style content, reaction videos and stuff like that too. You know, Marvel content and Star Wars stuff. So yeah, if you want to support, that's the best way to do so. Yeah, I'm not too worried about being affiliated or anything like that.
Like the fans may assume is easy. Like a laugh or a gasp or a fall or a short attack that's actually surprisingly hard to get right in the booth. David?
Well, all the fun noises we kind of bunch up for the very last day of recording. We call that fight day. So we that's where we do all of our attacks and our when we take damage, and you kind of finish your
no, I'm not interested.
When you're all done.
Not interested in any sort of promotion or anything like that. Just enjoying the content. That's it. So if you're here to like to sort of sell a business or promote your business, then probably not the best space for that.
Emotion to kind of the noise to make really is just genuine laughter. Sadness and anger, those are things that you kind of dig for internally. You kind of well it up inside of you and you look for it there. But laughter is really external. It's kind of involuntary. Things make you laugh. So, and because of that, everyone kind of laughs differently. Everyone kind of, that comes out of you, it's pulled out of you from something. So to have to laugh on cue without anything funny happening,
oh my goodness, yeah.
The hardest part for me.
Yeah, it probably gets tiring too.
Really hard because it has to be.
No, like I said, I'm not interested in the promotion thing, bro. So I'm actually going to slide on the adding you on Discord and all of that. I feel like
I think my laugh is closer to Seth Rogen's laugh than it is to.
Okay, I appreciate it.
14-year-old boy. But I will say the fun stuff and the stuff that comes easier than you might think are the big, like the hits and the attacks and some of the big yells of grief. I'm thinking of one in particular from Kingdom Hearts 3 that we really built up for a while. We're like, this scream is going to be crazy. Like, we'll leave it till the end because you're just going to be wrecked after it.
First take.
It was the
first take is what's in the game.
I had 4 hours to think about it while we were in the booth, and I was ready. I mean, and when I think the note is like, everyone you've ever known is gone, it's like, that kind of gives you a clear idea of how he's feeling.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you three so much for being here today and providing us with a glimpse into how Kingdom Hearts has been made for almost 25 years from your perspective. So make some noise for them, my guy.
Okay.
And also, Renee, thank you so much for giving us such a fascinating look on how these performances come together. So please give Renee a round of applause.
Special applause to Renee.
Now, before we move on, there is a special guest who would like to say something to you all.
Oh, we got a curtain? What's that? Who? Mark Hamill? Who? No, it's a Asian dude. Who is this?
Hi everyone, I'm Miu. Thank you for coming to D23 日本語版で
Miu Irino. Okay, the Japanese voice actor for Sora. Didn't know. How has your approach to voicing Sora changed over the years? 12 or 13, they were all extremely young. I feel like they should all be friends.
演じるっていうよりも、もうそのまま自分が、声を発することで空になる、まあ、いわゆる等身大で演じることができたんですが、それが年齢を
They cast you for a reason, buddy.
空と自分とのギャップが生まれて、そのギャップに苦しんだこともあるし、今では空も成長してきたし、自分自身も役者としてのスキルも含めて、マイク前に立てば空になれるっていう。
Yeah, step into yourself. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like it probably felt that way when they were doing things like RE Chain of Memories and stuff like that, because Sora was still young. But as they aged Sora up, it made sense for the voice actors to stay the same as well. And I feel the same way about Haley.
こんだけ世界中のファンの皆さんに愛してもらえる作品になったということはとても嬉しく思っています。
Would you like to share a few words of appreciation with our fans? Fellow fans, thank you for your continued support of the Kingdom Hearts series. My own experience recording Kingdom Hearts has been the most challenging work I've ever done as a voice actor.
経験上ですけど、ものすごく大変で、一つの作品を撮るのにもう1年2年、下手したら3年ぐらいかかるぐらい収録をしているんですね。その大変さがですね、こうやって皆さんに
Which is crazy. I'm surprised. There really isn't much dialogue, especially in the first game. But like, I guess more so in 4. You know, but yeah. Do you have a message for Haley Joel Osment, the voice actor of Sora, or David Gomer?
デイビッドさん、こんにちは。はじめまして。僕実はハーレイさんが、ハーレイさん、僕多分
Ah, he dubbed his roles for another project. What project was that?
ハーレーさんの声を吹き替えたことがあるので、なんかそういう親和性も僕自身、感じています。いつかお二人に、D23 で
Yeah.
と楽しみにしています。
Yeah, I wish you had been able to come this time. But I feel like as Kingdom Hearts gets bigger.
それでは最後に皆さん、つながる心が俺の力だ。
My friends are my power. I know that's right. That's a good one. That's a good quote.
All right. Thank you, Mio, for that message, man. Like I had mentioned earlier on, Sora and Riku have actually never been in a studio together in a booth to record anything of this incredible history of this video game Kingdom Hearts. So that's what makes what you're about to see so special.
Legendary. They're about to record that last scene from Kingdom Hearts 2.
David Gallagher will now perform the final scene from Kingdom Hearts 2. Together. I also get to be in on this. I get to read like what's going on. So just, I'm freaking out. Here we go. Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey journey to the world that never was. Organization 13's stronghold, where they reunite with Riku and save Kairi. With victory seemingly at hand, Kairi, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy escape through a portal home. But before Sora and Riku can follow, Xemnas suddenly returns, cutting off their escape and forcing the two friends to remain behind for one final confrontation. Sora and Riku face off and defeat Xemnas, the leader of the Nobodies.
We did it!
At that moment, a bunch of nobodies appear and surround the two.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
A flash of light, and all of the nobodies dissipate. We know Sora and Riku just got through with an epic and long-fought battle.
They're both exhausted, and Riku falls to his knees.
Sora, I can't.
Don't say another word. It's not over.
Oh my goodness. It's so good. They like just enter it. Like Haley Joel Osment's normal voice is so deep. You know what I mean? Like,
come on, Riku. You've been hanging out in darkness too long. You gotta try and think positive.
Sora?
why do they got him in his other form?
After some time wandering through the void, the two appear stuck.
You know, I always figured I was better at stuff than you.
Really?
He broke on that one.
No. I kind of always thought you were better at everything, too.
Really?
A glimmer of light appears ahead.
Riku, look. What's that light?
They enter the light. The two find themselves at the dark margin, the edges of the realm of darkness.
Now they got him in his
near
Kingdom
a
Hearts
shore
2.
overlooking an endless sea.
End of the road.
All right. Sorry, I gotta pause it. Reese is barking now, so we're gonna check on Reese real quick, and bring her back in the house. Remember, I told her. All right, bear with me. Be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. I forgot I put her out there. I guess I was figuring that
Put me down. I can walk.
Fudge.
Sora walks up to the water and looks around.
You know, maybe the darkness has gotten to me, too.
He hears a thump behind and turns. Riku has collapsed to the ground.
Riku!
Sora runs to Riku.
This world is perfect for me. If this is what the world really is, just this, then maybe I should fade back into darkness.
Riku.
If the world is made of light and darkness,
I'll be the darkness.
Sora sits
we'll
up
be
and
the
smiles.
darkness.
Yeah. The other side, the realm of light, is safe now.
He accidentally
Kyrie,
cut him
the
off.
King and the others are there.
That's what I mean. Hey, Sora, could you help me? I want to get down to the water.
I'm telling you, Gallagher is so good.
Some walk towards the water.
Haley's good. Gallagher's
At least the
great.
waves sound the same.
It's no comparison. I'm just saying. Gallagher is fantastic. I don't think I even realized how good of a voice actor he was for Riku. Like the moment he gets into the role, it's just like we're there, we're transported. You know?
To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you.
What for?
I wished I could live life the way you do. Just following my heart.
Yeah, well, I've got my share of problems too.
Like what?
Like wanting to be like you.
Well, there is one advantage to being me. Something you could never imitate.
Really? What's that?
Having you for a friend.
Then I guess I'm okay the way I am. I've got something you could never imitate too.
More time passes. The two are still sitting at the water's edge. A bottle washes up toward Riku. He grabs it, takes out the letter inside, and gives it a glance.
Sora?
I think
it's for you.
We hear the text of the letter read out loud. Sora and Kyrie's voices blend together.
My man.
Today, we'll leave it to Sora.
Thinking of you, wherever you are, we pray for our sorrows to end and hope that our hearts will blend. Now I will step forward to realize this wish. And who knows? Starting a new journey may not be so hard. Or maybe it's already begun. There are many worlds, but they share the same sky. One sky, one destiny.
A door of light starts to open up before them.
Light. The door to light.
Sora
E to
stands
D.
up and reaches down.
We'll go together.
We'll go
Riku
together.
takes his hand.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
They walk through the door.
There we go. Beautiful.
How does it feel, man? How does it feel for both of you to sit there and do that, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Took 25 years. I'm glad we finally did it.
What a special treat. What'd you guys think about that?
Like more like 20 years, 22 years, something like that. But yeah.
It's been an all-around amazing process, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I still want to figure out how we can capture this moment, though. I feel like we got to move some stuff out of the way. Let's just move some stuff out the way very quickly. Let's get this out the way. I'm gonna take this over here. Yeah, and I feel like there's only really one way to kind of end this. We need one more special guest, don't you think?
Kyrie? Who?
I got Sora with me. I got Riku with me. I feel like I need Mickey with me. I need a phone. I need a phone. I need a phone. I need a phone. Now, all around, I just feel like we got to capture this moment with everybody in the room. Can we just get a big family group selfie right here? Let's turn around here. We're gonna turn around, Mickey. We're gonna turn around. Here we go. And Kingdom Hearts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kingdom Hearts. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. Enjoy the rest of D23.
All right, that was sick. Yeah.
So long, everybody.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Remember, may your heart.
They didn't reveal too much. Pretty much, it was just that deeper look into Kingdom Hearts 4. I did appreciate the behind-the-scenes look, really talking to Tetsuya Nomura and the other devs behind the game. That was exciting to watch. Outside of that, you know, it's just sort of fan service when the voice actors come in. I did enjoy seeing the photo book though, like, and seeing that it wasn't just Haley Joel Osment that got sort of, you know, hired when he was younger, but also Gallagher and Riku, you know, Riku's voice actor, and probably Kyrie as well. I wonder if, you know, the person who played Kyrie is the same. But yeah, that was just some interesting sort of pieces of lore that I loved about it. Loved hearing about sort of the process of deciding on the worlds and sort of the struggle with that. I did hate hearing that, you know, they tried to stick to the story of the original Disney IP, because I feel like the way that they were moving with Kingdom Hearts 3 and telling their own sort of unique stories was a step in the right direction. But all right, that's it for Kingdom Hearts 4. We're going to go ahead and get into the next trailer now, which is okay. The Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian trailer. Wow. So they're not gonna let me pause, I guess. All right. And we'll get into that one now.
Wow. Stinks to be those guys.
Gather around, everyone.
September 2nd.
Exciting story of how a little green kid turned a stone cold bounty hunter into a warm and fuzzy stone cold bounty hunter.
Oh, cease that. We are Imperial remnants. We do not. Oh.
Aww.
It all went down like this. Mando had the X-Empire after him.
I will destroy the Mandalorians once and for all.
The hunter was now the hunted. The end.
Wait, stop. A whole bunch of other stuff happened.
It's a wicked great story, and I was there for at least 20% of it.
Look, if you're gonna be a bounty hunter, you'll have to sound more intimidating than that.
I miss the Lego games. Like, that's sort of like, I feel like Lego was really in their bag when they were focused on the Lego game adaptation.
Have got to work on better names for stuff.
Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian show. I just don't think I'm interested, but I can see children being interested or parents feeling like, okay, this is a lighter version of something I enjoyed, so, you know.
It looks like you were expecting us to know who you are?
I'm Luke Skywalker. My father was Darth Vader? Oh, come on! I'm kind of a big deal!
If you say so.
All right, so that was Lego Star Wars Mandalorian. How do I feel about it? Nah, not really here for it. Don't think I'll check it out at all. But like I was saying during the reaction, I feel like you know, some children or kids can get into it. Somebody who maybe doesn't like something as dramatic and is looking for something a little more lighthearted, you know, you can at least understand what's happening in The Mandalorian, you know, while enjoying yourself. Or also, like, people who've already seen The Mandalorian might, you know, have fun, you know, just poking fun at it and whatnot in the Lego trailer. Definitely not something for me, but I could see its use for sure. All right, on to the next trailer, which is Vision Quest. And we're going to get into this one. I'm super excited. Now, I don't know if, like, Agatha, you know, whatever it's called, House of Harkness, or I know they changed the name like a couple of times, Agatha All Along, I don't know. But I know that I don't know if that series is directly connected to Vision Quest, but I'm hoping it's not required watching because I was not planning on watching that series. So let's go ahead and check it out and see for ourselves.
Before you started working here, I remember when you'd come in all the time with that redhead.
I was a different person back then.
How about now?
So what, he just decided
Anyone
to
waiting
move
for
back
you
to
tonight?
No.
Westview?
Home is just me.
Oh, he's like created a world in his mind. Okay, so he's pretty much doing the same thing Wanda did.
Who am I?
He's gonna make
I
his
was an
kids and
Avenger,
stuff.
but I'm not a hero anymore. I have his face, but not his virtue. All I have is his name.
Welcome home, Vision.
This house is getting crowded, Vision. Ultron! Human avatars only.
Sir, I cannot overstate the dangers of keeping him around.
Nice.
Yes,
I'm with
but
that.
he is a dad, papa, peepaw. I'm a stranger to myself.
I'm not
Family
bad.
Wasn't real. You sure about that?
Okay.
I had a father.
So Agatha all along is probably required watching.
Muzzle tough. It's a boy. How is this possible? Free your soul and save your son. I wish to understand my purpose.
I'm excited.
A genocidal maniac inside
This is the
your
first time I've been excited for a Marvel property in a while.
Nothing bonds a family together quite like mortal jeopardy.
Okay, I'm not mad at it at all. Shoot. Let's see. Okay, that was the official trailer to Vision Quest. Definitely one that's been rumored for a while after WandaVision's conclusion. People were wondering sort of where they could go with Vision, what he would sort of be in. I was actually hoping that he started playing a role in Captain America for a little while before, you know, he discovered who he was, but as like maybe like an antagonist or, you know, the foil to Captain America's plans. But that's not the way they went, and I'm not mad at it at all, I will say. Vision Quest being sort of the continuation of WandaVision, you know, sort of seeing some of these important characters again, catching up with them. Yeah, I miss the golden age of the MCU, you know, and I feel like a lot of these returns are sort of playing into that. At least the B plot of you know, the golden age, which was, you know, Vision, Ultron, and that continuative story. And maybe this will be how they can sort of bring Ultron back into the main universe. Maybe he wins out in the end and he actually succeeds in getting the Vision body. And we sort of know how that the potential turnout that can have for the multiverse at a whole. Super cool. I would definitely feel inspired. Definitely could tell I'm already thinking about theories and whatnot. It's been a long time since I theorized, and I just feel like they definitely did a good job with this trailer. I'm hoping that when we see more, they don't take away from that. I see that it's not really going a sort of sitcom route like the original WandaVision, but it's still showing potential. So I'm excited nonetheless. But yeah, that was the Vision Quest trailer. Now let's get into the Avengers Doomsday trailer that they showed during D23. Now a lot of fan service has been shown in these latest comic book movies. That includes Spider-Man. What is it called? Spider-Man Brand New Day or something like that. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I've definitely seen a lot of the references that they make to different comics and stuff like that. It seems like they're really playing into that to hype up the comic book fans. So we're just going to refrain from sort of making those connections and ties at all. But aside from this one that you can obviously see on as the first shot, this is straight out of the comic books, right? So it's probably going to be a lot more within this trailer, but I'm really just going to focus on the story beats that they show us and all of that stuff. I'm really skeptical about this movie just because they're playing into the fan service a lot. They've got Captain America coming back. They've got Doom in here, played by Robert Downey Jr., the best Iron Man that we know. They've got the X-Men coming back with Ian McKellen and I forgot who plays Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart. I believe Logan's going to be in this movie. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. Hugh Jackman's Logan. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. It's just so much fan service that I am very skeptical that the story is just not going to be good. So that's what we're looking for this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this trailer.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room.
Victor, okay. So they're talking about their Victor. Sorry, I think I turned it up too loud.
And then everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
But isn't that a different Victor? It's not the same Victor. Not from the Fantastic Four universe. I haven't seen Fantastic Four either.
Did you
so.
do this?
All of you have lived, stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this?
I swear, you will beg for a hell long before I grant it.
That's been going viral for a minute. Okay.
Answers to me. For I am Doom.
Okay. More just like a Doom trailer, which is cool since it's called Doomsday. See it in Infinity Vision on December 18th, 26. Definitely not going to theaters to see it.
Victor was always
Okay, and that was Avengers. That was Avengers Doomsday. Okay. Yeah, a little lackluster for me. Like I said, I'm not necessarily positive on this movie. I have to see a lot more than just, the pain and turmoil. I need to see, basically where this movie's going. I don't think there's any sort of trailer that could hype me up for it. Something that I would just have to watch on my own, and decide for myself to continue on with or not. Is one thing I didn't see was Sam Wilson's sort of Captain America in this movie. Or like, Victor, did you do this? And I'm like, are they saying that the Robert Downey Jr. Victor is going to be the Victor of the Fantastic Four's universe, or is it going to be a different Victor, or like what's going on with that? Because I think it matters for sure. I would love for the Robert Downey Jr. Victor to not be connected at all and just sort of be a Doomsday one-off, and then maybe we can revisit Victor in the past. I would love a Cillian Murphy Doom, That's what I would love personally, but it's no big deal, But yeah, those are my thoughts towards the movie. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions as well whenever you get the chance. Anywho, on to the next, we're going to be getting into the Ahsoka D23 trailer. Now, from what I was hearing, they have some hints at okay, so from what I was hearing for this one, they have some hints at Hayden Christensen and his return as Anakin Skywalker. I'm excited about that. One thing I remember really being extremely adamant about is like, wow, these people are still here. While we've got like, our young Ahsoka. While we've still got Hayden Christensen. Sorry, we can use them still. Maybe like tell a one-off story or something like that of the Clone Wars sort of time period. Bring back Ian McGregor and all of them, and sort of just have a cool powwow adventure with that. That would be extremely dope. But I would love it if they just reshot or redid the Clone Wars movie, and just canonized it by rehiring the actors, and actually recording it live action. But I know it's already canonized, but it's just like that would make it even more official. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and check out this. I've never seen Ahsoka season 1. I don't know if there's a season 2. Haven't seen season 2. So yeah, we're just gonna watch this. Oh, this is the season 2 trailer. Cool. We're just gonna watch the season 2 trailer and see what it's all about, with no sort of ties to anything except for Clone Wars that we've seen, of course, and the Rebels too. So. Anywho, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the trailer.
Tell me, Ahsoka. What troubles you? I'm always walking by your side.
Citizens of the glorious Empire, I have returned. I took an oath to protect the Empire. I therefore declare war on the Rebel Alliance.
Out of vision. What did you see? More and more danger than I thought.
Balin claimed to have knowledge of a power.
Master!
One that could end wars.
I love that, you know, the live action movies are really crossing these worlds over. You know,
Take your time to decide.
like Ahsoka's bringing in the Rebels into the live action, just like how Mandalorian brought Clone Wars into live action.
Or not.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. It was more of what I expected. Yeah, we got to see the we got to see the live action Anakin and sort of like what they're dealing with when it comes to geez, that stuff is very slow right now. I don't know what's happening. My memory's sort of been acting up. Anyway, yeah, we got to see a lot with Anakin and Ahsoka, young Ahsoka and stuff, and I guess he's gonna be followed by, you know, his Force Ghost, which is cool, I think, because, you know, he managed to shift back to the light right there at the end, making the ultimate sacrifice and, you know, joining the Force, which I actually think was a good choice at the end of the third movie. I forget the name of it. One thing that never fails with these sorts of things, though, is that it does sort of seem lacking in quality when it comes to, I don't know if it's the way it's shot or maybe it just looks too good. I really don't know what it is, but definitely makes the prosthetics seem a little less realistic, especially the Liku that are on Ahsoka. But no, I'm still interested to see what the story has to offer. I'm interested to see the connections to Rebels and all that good stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I have to watch the first season to really know for sure if this is going to be something I'm interested in, but I'm hoping so. I like Ahsoka as a character. I liked her sort of her role in I believe it was The Mandalorian, or was it might have been the Book of Boba Fett. And so yeah, I'm just excited to see more. But that's it. That's it for the reactions. And that's going to be it for the stream today, right here at 2 hours. And it really worked out perfectly. Yeah, want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to another live. This has been IzzyReacts Live. It's just going to happen when these sorts of events happen. So they tend to be impromptu. I believe the next live will be opening night live, right, at Gamescom 2026, which I believe Jeff Keighley will be hosting. So you can look out for that. I believe that happens around August 24th. So mark your calendars and we'll go ahead and do a reaction then. once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube to not miss a beat. We also come out with weekly content. We're currently reacting to Daredevil Season 2. So if you're interested at all, go ahead and catch up on the last 3 episodes we reacted to in that season. We've also reacted to the Clone Wars Seasons 1 and 2 that you can check out at your leisure. That being said, peace and happy gaming, guys. Peace and happy gaming.